Okay. This should say that I'm live now. Okay, so I recorded live overnight last night. Like about 8 hours. So hold on, I'm trying to stop this so I can actually put the information in there. Is it playing or is it pausing? Okay, wait. So I actually wanted to show y'all like a section of the video that I took last night, and it's absolutely hilarious to me. Y'all tell me what you think. I might have to actually turn the camera around. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. So hold on a second. Let me try to turn the camera around. So I'm starting from the beginning. And you guys probably can't see it because, like, look at all those little eyes. There's an entire, like, family of raccoons outside. I thought that was so cute. Last night was the first night that I actually did the overnight live stream of the backyard, and Max and Milo were there, and Jelly was there. And I found out that Jelly has a mama. We're going to name her Peanut Butter and Jelly. But I did not know there was so many freaking raccoons in the backyard until last night. Like, when you first look in the back, like if you look right here, you can see all their eyes popping up. Like, look. That's hilarious. They're just like, it's like the kids coming home after school and they're all looking for a snack and something to drink real quick. You know what I mean? Like, dun 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 dun. It was hilarious. As soon as I seen this clip, I had to share it. That was so funny. So yeah, I just thought that there was like a couple of like wild animals outside, and I was so wrong. There's a whole bunch of wild animals outside, and most of them are raccoons. There's some possums and some stray cats. But yeah, look at his face. Oh my gosh. Fair warning, do not approach wild animals. Yep, and he knocked my thing over. So, hold on, let me back up and like rewind that a little bit. Oh, I don't know if it'll let me. No, it made me start over. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, he ends up knocking over the camera like towards the end of it. I'll try to clip this for you guys, but I don't know. I'm still working on learning how to do this. But yeah, it was live on my Twitch last night. So if you guys want to go back, and I will timestamp it to 4:32:10 was when it first started. So if you go back to my Twitch last night and go specifically to 4:32:10, that's when the family of raccoons comes in. But yeah, I had to share that with you. I thought that was freaking hilarious. They just come, da, 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 da. And then they knocked my camera over at the end. Look at his face. So adorable. Yep, there it goes. Yep, he knocked it over. Because I came out there this morning and I was like, wait a minute, why is the camera knocked over and there's no plates out here? Well, evidently we got bombarded by a family of raccoons. So, I will be aptly naming all of them. Thank you kindly. And do not approach wild animals, please. Do not do that. Very, very dangerous situation. So, but yeah, that was it. That's all I want to show you for right now. No. Why did it just do that? Hold on. Let me flip the camera back around. Sorry. I know you guys wanted to see raccoons. It's all good. Yeah, so the baby possum was out there and the mama possum was out there. So I thought that was really cool too. So we got a bunch of different families of wild animals outside. And I thought that was super cool. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever done an overnight stream. So I kind of killed my StreamYard hours. But it was worth it just for that little clip. So, so I hope y'all are having a wonderful Sunday. So yeah, I wanted to share that with y'all for a minute. There's if you guys know how to use Twitch's clipping editing thing, please let me know because I need help. It shouldn't be that hard, I know, but for some reason for me, it is. Let's see. Take it back to, where did it end? 4:33:51. Okay. So I think that should be it. Yep. I don't know how to do this. I'm going to try to split it. Play. Publish highlight. Okay, so it's making the highlight real quick. I'll try to, for those of you who are on my Twitch, y'all can go back to that. I hope it works. I don't know what I'm doing. So yeah, hope y'all enjoyed that. Okay, this week, I already pulled cards for this week, so I'm going to go back and rewrite those in and finish out the rest. So I think I did it. 6 of Pentacles, the Hangman, 2 of Wands. And then I did not yet print out August. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as soon as I get done. Flip this page real quick. Yeah. Nope, I'm just going to leave it at that. So, August 1st, we're going to go into calendar. So if you guys don't want to stay for the unschooling party, I hope you have a good day. New calendar, where's that? I have to go to the other one. Calendar. So today's Sunday is a day of rest, which means to do the rest of everything that you didn't get done all the rest of the week. So, I gotta switch out these cords and stuff. I have everything all like disheveled in here. Oh, Lord. Okay. Oh, I can't type if I plug this in. And I can't record. Yeah, I can. Can I record? I'm going to go live on the... No, never mind. Never mind. I'm not live on that right now. Okay. I'll do that. I'm having entire conversations in my head. Can you tell? All right. Temporary fix. So, Monday, the Fool, reversed. Tuesday, 6 of Pentacles, reversed. Wednesday, Ace of Wands, reversed. Thursday, the Hangman, upright. Friday, the 2 of Wands, upright. Saturday, 9 of Wands, reversed. And Sunday, Page of Wands upright. And the overall is the Star in reverse. So there's this week. Move that out of the way real quick. I'll finish putting that into the system once I have the system printed. Gosh, the amount of cat hair. Ugh. The white cat came up here last night and like chilled on my desk, and now, you know, since it's summer, she's shedding like crazy. Okay. So, and I need one of those like infinity tape rollers where, you know, just, oh, man, they shed like I do. Like, have you seen, like, my hair gets everywhere. Have you seen how much my freaking head sheds? You'd wonder if how I had any hair at all. Like, I'll just, and like clumps of hair will come out. So, oh, you know what? Actually, I need that. Okay. Lo siento. Oh, okay. Back to what I was doing. I'll say. All right. August 1st. So, August 1st is Friday. And I only have printed up to then. No, we're printing past then. Okay, Friday. Yeah, August 1st. So from the 2nd on is what we're doing. So we're going to take... Okay, no, go back to daily. Sorry. Daily. Now, I do want to kind of review real quick before we go into next week's, to see if there's any kind of adjustments that we can go ahead and make to the calendar, because I don't want to have to print it if it's not already fixed. You know what I mean? So, or however you do it. Some of you are digital. I'm not to that level yet. So, hope you are having a good Sunday. So Saturday the 2nd. And like I said, I want to pull forward anything that I don't have already on here into August. All right, there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of transfer. I think we did a lot in the calendar digitally last week, so bear with me. You guys, if you missed the live stream earlier today, I think there's a way for you guys to go back and look at live streams that were already presented. So have fun with that. But yeah, we pulled cards from earlier today. Let me see if there's anything I could pull from last week too. Nah, there's a little bit. Is there any specific changes? All right, so for Sunday, in stationary Sunday office, cash apps, I need to add savings. See, it's got a long listing already. Hold on.
Hey, you know what?
Chicken butt.
No. In North Carolina, a man was struck by lightning while live streaming.
Huh.
Right there. It just happened yesterday, and it killed him.
Are you serious?
Right there. Fox News. North Carolina man struck by lightning while live streaming.
Did y'all hear that? North Carolina man struck by lightning while live streaming passes away. What was his name? It's on Fox News. It went through his gaming setup into his headphones. Didn't I tell you guys about electricity going through your cords?
Look.
Oh my God, that is so horrible.
There, it just did.
Whoa, are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Did he die?
I thought he died, but he just got struck by lightning. My bad. Okay, he didn't die.
As authentic reaction.
I thought he did, but lightning did strike him.
Howard, known on stream as Crispy Made, he joins us now to share
Crispy.
his experience. Christian,
Holly Springs, North Carolina.
did you buy a lottery?
I told you guys. Electricity goes through your cords. Oh my God, I thought he died.
Should have, but no, I haven't yet.
Thank God he did not die. I was about to say, are we about to watch someone die in live stream? What?
To that very moment, this is really going viral.
Holly Springs, North Carolina.
What I felt first was, if you imagine you're in the front row of like a heavy metal concert and the drummer just hits one good beat and...
Wow, that's crazy. I told you guys, watch out for your cords. Your cable lines, your TV lines, anything that's connected to your TVs, your phones, your power cords, everything. If electricity can run through it, like you would think that electricity wouldn't run through a cable line, but it does. That's absolutely insane. I'm glad he's okay, for real.
That in both of your ears, but then also somebody asks you to pull a gun stick gag toy and you get that little zap. Imagine the both of those sensations at the same time.
Oh my God. Okay, what was going through your mind? Did you, like, what were you thinking would have happened?
I'll be very honest, my cats. I bolted up the to go check on my cats to make sure
He went to go check on his cats. That's so adorable.
I'll tell you what, the comment section is always popping off.
That is awesome. I'm glad he's okay. That scared me.
So your headphones can carry electricity?
Yes, anything that has electricity in it will carry electricity. All the cords that are attached to your house from outside, even your plumbing lines, if it gets hit by lightning isn't erratic. It doesn't follow a specific path other than the least resistance, right? So water lines, electrical lines, all that stuff. Lightning will go through all of it. It'll go through the roots of trees.
Lightning struck like outside of your home, right? And then it came through the wires and then into your headset, right? That's how that was kind of the
That's how it works. I'm telling you guys, we lost TVs, we've lost computers before. I've said this in the stream, I don't even know how many times. And nobody ever believed me. I'm so glad he's okay, but now it'll give more awareness to the danger that is in that fact. I mean, luckily he got away pretty much unscathed, but I mean, he definitely learned a lesson real quick. That's for sure.
But I did get super strength the next day. I had the best gym session I've ever had.
All right, there you go.
That's funny. That's hilarious. So, that's great.
And real quick, how are the cats doing? They're amazing. They haven't had any symptoms from the situation. They weren't stressed over me running off and getting stressed, so they're happy to run around normal.
That's awesome.
Make sure that they're doing well. All right. Well, Christian, be safe out there. Thank you
Lord.
so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
That's crazy. I bet he's gonna have lightning bolts in the back of all of his stuff now. All of his merch is gonna have lightning bolts on it.
Yeah, Holly Springs.
And if he doesn't, you need to. You need to merchandise lightning bolts as much as possible there. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, so enough of that. That's scary. I'm glad that he's okay. Let's see. So back to my boringness. As exciting as that was, there was your moment of fun. So today I'm oh my God, this is why nobody watches me. Because I'm boring. So adding to today's office work, because that's what we all want to do on a weekend, right? Is I have the cash on hand section, and I'm adding savings, percentage of interest and loans, as well as looking at credit scores, what we can do to monetize our platforms, and cycles of business. So I'm trying to add that section to the already existing PDF that we're working on to hopefully be done by the end of this month, because I'm sick and tired of looking at the same shit. So let's move past this point. Let's get this done and over with. So, all right. Focus, Danielle. Anyway. So I'm trying to think of like where I want to put that at. If I want to put that in with the office work, or if that's something that I need to walk through. Because at this point, I feel like, yes, I have my paper version, but for the most part, I want to have it mostly digital. So I'm trying to also transition myself. Granted, yes, I'll always have a foothold in paper, but, you know, for the most part, I'm trying to transition to digital. So, yeah. Yeah, because then underneath there I have reorganized paid sites for inbound and outbound. I actually might go ahead and put that in with that. I'm going to do that. Savings. Percent interest. Loans, like business loans, and credit score, and how they all affect everything that is involved in everything that you do today. So if I'm slow and boring, I hope you have a good day. But today is my Sunday, which is my office day, and so I'm resetting for the technical week, but today is actually my Monday, so credit score and okay. Monetize. Cycles of business. I spelled that wrong. I always spell it wrong. Cycles of business and inbound, outbound, as well as vertical and horizontal layouts. No. Oh, oops. I don't know why that's on there. Oh, look into. Gotcha. Okay. Save. Okay. So one of the blank spots I can actually look at Google Design's website. So I think I'm going to put that for 9 a.m. on Thursday. Google Designs is a free website maker. So for those of you who want to make your own website for business or for whatever reason, it's free up to a certain point, and you can have your own website. So. I'm just going to leave that as that. Okay. So now we have a new section for Thursday also. Okay, so for Monday, house chores. Languages. Where are we at here? Building in languages. 3 model of DNA train with flower coating. And how to learn for free. E0/negative rule. Okay. Okay. Save. Nightly routine. Mani-pedi. Change to fall. /winter. Or end of summer fall. Thrifting. Where are you? There we go. Thrifting. Currently in search of Jim Shorts pockets. Okay. Tuesday. Looking through actual budget. Oh yeah, I gotta pay P.O. Box. So next is Wednesday. Okay. Screenshot old videos of at OOTD point. So that would go back to, where's my advertising? OOTD photo shoot. Here we go. Kind of need to do an editing section, but I did do media management section, but it's not enough. Just not enough. Oh, I guess I put that in there already. Okay. Deposit funds, packages. Let's see. Hope y'all are having a good day. Sorry for the background noise. Today's a office day. Okay, there's sale items. Today's like a really, I don't know, blasé day. 1, 2, 3 on the clock, by the way. Sinking funds. Where is it? Actual budget. Thursday. YouTube. Transfer to Twitch. About me section. Amazon. Share link. Oh, affiliate link. Post wish list. Hope y'all are having a good day. I'm just doing office work, so if you guys want to join me in the background. Today's a little bit different than most days, which every day is different anyway, so. There's that. Actually, you know what? Let me cancel that. Share links. Wish list. And promotions. Okay, so I'm just adding to the calendar, by the way, just trying to fill this in a little bit better, because this is literally like the only way that I'm able to get my mind in order, so to speak, enough for me to be able to make it, what I'm trying to do, work a little bit smoother for me, because it seems like what I'm trying to do is like kind of like going against me. So trying to get it in order in front of me so that way I could see it helps me to be able to work through a lot of the problems and stuff that I end up bypassing and missing. So and then it, like I said, it keeps you accountable for the things that you have done, the things you haven't done. So, and then you get to see where your weaknesses are and what things that you need to work on, and things that maybe you're putting too much time and effort into and not enough effort into another aspect. Because like I said, you got to have all these things balanced out for it to work properly, and you'll be able to see where the balance is not working out. It'll lean towards one side. Or it'll just feel really, really heavy. Sometimes you have to put that burden down for a little while. Whatnot. Right, Thursday. Here we go. Whatnot. Item back platform. Flash sales fill box. Let's see. PDF. Territory Thursday garden plan. I need to seed the empty spots. And show progress. Which, I mean, today I'm gonna have to weed eat and like harvest. Seems like every day now is gonna be harvesting. So harvest, weed eat, seed empty spots and show progress. Today projects are due, by the way. It just popped up. Also sciences, pest control. Looking into pest control as well as for the garden. Okay. Experiments. We have the 365 book. So, plants on other planets. So I have that in for experiments. Also, what do we really need to survive? But I also changed it to, do we change the atmosphere or the DNA? Are we all the same species of human? That's another question. So, thrifting, supplies. Oh yeah, I gotta add that in. So, in thrifting. Save all receipts. Add supplies to sinking funds categories and envelope system. I already have receipts on there. To supper, I was actually going to add a section, like I said, meal plan, daily intake. We started counting how many of these I drink in a day now, which is just flavored water, that's all it is. Zero sugar, Walmart brand, cheap as possible. Probably gonna end up ending me before my time. Recipe folder. whether it's digital or whatever. Only for the ones, I'm only saving the ones that we like. For the most part, I end up making up my own stuff as I go. Oh, body scrub. DIY body scrub. On to the Friday. So right now we're just walking through the calendar real quick. Quick like. Pinterest. Where are we at? Alright, so Pinterest. Promote ads and socials. Okay, Pinterest ads. I already have that. Share links for eBay. Where's eBay? Share link. If you found me from another site, let me know what site you found me from. House chores, vehicles and maintenance. Add in there daily, monthly, yearly, paperwork, and accessories. ER contact list. Printed in the vehicle. If it's not, then somewhere in the vehicle. And ER bag. Special event planning and severe weather I should put on here. Okay. For the gym, I'm putting in here also gym bag. Packed gym bag with safety accessories. Cancel backup phone. A charger. Preferably in a Ziploc bag, because that's what you want to do. Make it look like a sandwich wrap in a paper towel. Then for cleanup at night, cleanup and water garden. Okay, so going into Saturday, Amazon back to school sales. And think that the same for all your seller sites as well. house chores, windows, mop with basil, Fashion Saturday. All right, there's already a ton of stuff in Fashion Saturday, so so I'm going to put big book and calendar. So I got so far. All right, so for Fashion Saturday, you're going to use the Big Book, Google Docs, Word Generator, Master List to choose each week. Make Master List blank copy of 52 themes, 10 picks minimum per each, 13 calendar shoots. Oops, just deleted that. 1 centerfold in Pantone colors, preferably birthday. Next week theme, aesthetic, weather, check for week, special, events, holiday review, edit schedule, multi-posting, notes, questions, who, what, when, where, how. I think I already talked about weather, availability, and compiled old content. Coordinate with the owners of locations and double check inbound, outbound orders. So for Fashion Saturday, it's already pretty filled. Lit arts, like I said, we started talking yesterday about the book. I don't know if specifically it's going to be children's or general, but the Dandelion, and I already asked you guys to start thinking about what that could be about, as well as the PDF completion by August, which is the end of the week. So, Linktree logo stickers for the show and tell. Where are we at? Okay. Or maybe not specifically Linktree, but you QR code logo stickers, and that is pretty much for everywhere. Latest creations. My ring is like twisting around my finger right now. Don't think that I'm losing weight, trust me. Mushroom circle necklace was one of the options. So and then another one was purse accessories or cup accessories. As well as the showcase. Saving for all events. Next Sunday, going back to today. Just verifying Google Design website. Where are we at here on that? I ended up throwing that on Thursday, so. Wish lists, monetize, vertical writing app. +1 workout plan and sinking funds. So yeah, and that's it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and print out past Friday, so starting Saturday, day by day, since now I have that. Let me just double check real quick and look at each one of these. Let's see if there's anything that I could build out more. Hey guys. I think for right now this is good. So going day by day, starting on the 2nd of August. Oh, that's a calendar shoot day. Well, one good thing is it's dark naturalism, so it's not terrible. But the weather for that, the weather for that day is actually 81 over 56, so should be all right. For those of you who are out and about today, please stay hydrated. I always end up having to go into like more settings and pull it to actual size to actually get the entire Google Calendar in there. And it's so aggravating. I just want it to print right the first time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But it's pulling up 2 separate sections for me to have to like go through like extra settings just to make it work. I kind of wish that it did have like a split section for the actual calendar, because, or at least the printable calendar, because I always end up putting my notes on the other side. Which soon I won't have to really use that much, because anything that I put into the system digitally is going to be like a checklist for the next week, right? So anything that I've done this week, I'm automatically checking off and just adding stuff for next week that I know that I need to do for the next steps, right? So it's forcing me to have to move forward. I have to finish whatever's on this page so I can empty it out. I have to destroy whatever's on the page to empty it out to create new for the next week, right? So the destroying the past of everything that we've already completed it. The fact that I'm keeping track of it, it'll allow me to be able to go back and look at what it was that I did and how it came along in the progress of it. So this way I can pinpoint exactly where it was that I messed up and what I need to change from that point going forward. And if there's something that seems to be like too much in the forefront or not enough in the forefront, I can adjust that accordingly by prioritizing. So there's that. I know those of you who are anti-printer friendly. Gosh, I can't believe it's already August of 2025. Where do our lives go? Find this computer, that's what it did. Okay, it didn't print yet. Oh, maybe it did. Okay. Next week is Cryptid Core. Just fair warning. And I do still have some spots open, so I can adjust accordingly. I'm just trying to build this out. And I know that it's not going to be streamlined perfectly, but it's just the fact that we're going to keep pushing forward and we're going to cover a lot more ground than we ever did before. So it's just being able to keep up with that. I'm printing out until next Sunday. No, next Monday. Gosh, I feel like I've clicked like so many times on the same thing. No, it's like 3 extra clicks for just to do the one thing. And then the following week, starting the 11th, is Bosozoku aesthetic. I might need ink soon. My poor printer. Anyway, so, alright, I'm going to finish that transfer. Or, well, no, that's not a transfer yet. That's next week. It's the 27th, so... So, transfer of the old information to the new has already been done digitally. So, we should be able to go ahead and put this aside for now. Yep. Put this in. Keep having to turn my ring around. It's driving me crazy. I was about to say, is that it? No. Here we go. Alright. So there is the calendar. Hold on. It's like asking me to set up a new goal. And get a lightning bolt for home, dude. That's funny. Hold up. It's still printing. What?
didn't even hear you. I thought.
For some reason, it was like acting weird for a second.
Oh.
It was like telling me that I needed to do another set or something.
Oh, I got you.
I don't know. This one doesn't tell you how long you've been live. Anyway. I lost time on my StreamYard and I'm very disappointed in myself now. I'm going to have to make a new one just so I can get my 20 hours back. Ooh, what was that?
Irene, it's okay. It's right here on the floor.
Okie dokie pokey. Oh, it's backwards. Figures. Background ASMR waterfall noises brought to you by the one and only Jeff. Dun, 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 dun. Free confetti. Oh yeah. I think I'm joking. I'm not. Did she just? Yes, I did. Alright. Hold on a second. Now I can go back and correct everything that I wrote in here that was wrong today. So now that I have it printed, let me go back and double check. Alright, so we have the full reversed. Six of Pentacles reversed. Yep. Wherever the Hanged Man is, where did the Hanged Man go? What? Okay, the Hanged Man upright. Pause. Ace of Wands reversed. Come on now. No, wait, where did the Ace of Wands reversed come from? I'm all mixed up. I think that's where I got messed up. I think this was before that. Yeah, that's why. Alright. So Six of Pentacles and then so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, that's right. Alright, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands reversed. Hey. Sorry if I'm quiet. I know it's not a normal thing for me, right? That's what happens when I get deep in thought and focused. Shut up. Okay. Page of Wands. Page of Wands reversed. Or no. Page of Wands upright. Page of Wands upright. What?
What?
What's wrong?
Nothing. Potato slices. I already ate the fish. It's pretty good.
You're gonna get botulism.
Yes.
I don't want to listen to it. New beginnings, inspiration, pursuit of new ideas and opportunities.
If I die, you can eat me.
All right, Soylent Green. Inspiration, new ideas, creative potential, optimism, enthusiasm, new ventures, spiritual connection, focus on action. Yeah, that's what it feels like right now. Okay, so the way I'm seeing it is that some point during this next week, you're going to feel kind of like either a lot of pressure or a lull, like kind of like the still waters kind of thing, before the storm kind of vibe. Midweek, Wednesday, Thursday-ish, you'll be presented with a opportunity or an offer that you may or may not want to take. Okay, it's up to you to decide. Naturally, you're the one that has the power of choice. But give it this weekend to think about it. If it's an opportunity that's really for you, they'll give you till Monday. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a legitimate offer, then they're going to give you some time to think about it, because that's just how offers are, you know? If it's a scam or something that like requires your immediate attention, or immediate answer, I would be very, very wary of that. Like I would lean away from that, because right now is not a time for action. Right now is a time for introspection, as well as being aware of your surroundings and the people and places and things around you, because it's your past is going to come back up again to see if you're going to make the right choices this time. Maybe you felt like you made the right choices the first time, and maybe it's like the universe's way of like bringing it to the forefront to ask you, are you sure that's how you want it to be? Or we're going to give you a second chance, or we're going to give you another option to work with going forward. Okay. It may seem, the first offer may seem like something that's really grand. Or the first time that they talk about it may seem like it's really grand, but I would give it time. Like give it a little bit, give it some, like a couple of hours at the very least to really think it over, because, you know, this answer is going to be leading you to your new path. Okay. And I know it seems really scary because we face the void if we face it in fear, we're only attracting the negativity that's in it, right? If you face it with optimism, which you'll be doing probably by Sunday, you may feel a little chaotic during the course of this week, but by this weekend, you should start to see a little bit through that chaos, kind of like a light at the end of the tunnel kind of vibe, which may not always be that great. It could be a train. So yeah. You can find financial instability as a result of lack of foresight from this sudden choice. So don't make a sudden choice this week. Try to lean a little bit more towards, if you have the option to give an answer by next week, by Monday, like try to push that. Okay. See if you can hold that thought for a minute and push it through till Monday. I know for those of you who are signing contracts and stuff like that, you're wanting to go ahead and push it and get it done and over with by the end of the month. Since we're in retrograde, everything is going to be in the negative. So any contracts that you make, any kind of agreements that you make, there's a high chance of it coming back on you later next month. So like say for those of you who get contracts and you get a commission off of that contract, if for some reason you have a certain amount of time, like say it's like a 30-day clause or something like that in there, if the other person within that period of time cancels, you can't bank on that money. You can't bank on that guarantee of, the client or the whatever going through, because we're in retrograde. It's actually like forcing you to really think about, what do you want this path to be going forward? Because whatever decision that you make during this time, there's a chance of it coming back in a negative way, like a higher chance of it coming back in a negative way. So be aware of that, any decisions that you're making right now. It is an upright, so it's not too terribly bad, but the answer is yes. When, especially with the question involving new beginnings, enthusiasm, or opportunities. It depends on the context of the question surrounding the card. I personally was just asking day-to-day stuff. So, hey, Ant-Man, hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the lives, for the likes. So, yeah. The advice is embracing enthusiasm, creativity, and new beginnings. So by Sunday, that's what it'll be. But this week is going to seem like roller coaster ride for a hot minute. So feel with the flow and try to stay low as much as possible this week. Slow and low, just like the meat. When you're cooking meat, you got to go slow and low. Give it time. THYME. So, and I did give it a twist of fate midweek, so just letting you know about that. All right, so starting with, I got to pull from today. Crud. All right, starting today, clip of Raccoon Family, actually. Let's see. I did tell you guys that at some point, someone, an emperor, authority figure, establishment of some sort is going to approach you. You're going to have to assess your actions fully. You're going to have to find a way to balance generosity or your time, balance your time or energy. You will find that there will be blocks and delays, but there's going to be an idea or something that's going to come to you midweek. You're going to feel like you need to, it's going to come to you and you're going to need to pause. I'm asking you specifically to pause and think about this for a little while. The hangman does not move. It stops. It's a caution for awareness. You will be able and be very in tune with your thoughts this week, especially going in towards Thursday, Friday, Saturday area. Again, be careful of road rage. Be careful of instant reactions. There may be heightened emotions midweek or towards the end of the week. But by the end of, when you go into that pause and you take time to think and you evaluate yourself and your approach going into this next week, you will be able to have a new beginning and utilize that as a focus and action. You will focus on action going into the next week. So by Monday, August 4th, the future is all yours. So you may also get a message, a letter, an email, a text message, a phone call, someone showing up at your house, specifically someone of authority. I kind of want to know more about that, because I'm questioning it now. So, what's going on with this authority? I want confirmation. What's going on with the authority? Why do we need to assess actions? Nope. I'm going to pull 3 cards in confirmation that will help me better understand who this authority figure that is coming and why we need to assess actions. I'm not taking it to fill. I'm just actually pulling the cards. Who is this authority figure that's coming? 7 of Pentacles reversed. 7 of Pentacles reversed. A need to reevaluate your efforts, strategy, especially when it comes to investment of time, money, or energy. It suggests that your current path may not be yielding the desired results, or that you might be spreading yourself too thin. This card can also highlight impatience and frustration with the pace of progress. Foolish investments, negative thinking, potential for failure, reassessing commitment. Returns may be scattered for now. Efforts may be scattered at this time. Lack of progress, impatience in a project or situation. Is this going to be an officer? Is this going to be an officer that shows up? Yes or no? Yes. For some of you, there may be an officer that shows up this week. Or someone of authority. May not be specifically for you. They may be coming to ask you questions about something. You may feel cornered or shocked when you first see this. Maybe be digging up stuff from the past. Or someone from the past. Someone may feel stuck. Gears are turning. And there's people involved. There's something, maybe your spirit team's working on in the background, but there's a lot of people looking at something. Like from different angles. And there's some people are working and some people are barely hanging on. Take it as it resonates. So there's maybe like an investigation happening, or like something's being revealed, or reviewing to reveal. Something hidden in the background. I always say that, by the way. I'm just saying the first things that come to my mind when I'm looking at the cards. Because as you can see in the 7 of Pentacles, there's people working all around this. I know that I don't have the greatest lighting in here, but in this, as you can see, it has a lot of people working in different areas, and like this guy's just barely hanging on, But the 6 of Pentacles is someone, the word reveal is what came to my mind. So, and like the past, see how it's like kind of like a ghost and like there's skulls and stuff. is like almost like a reveal of like the past or something coming up. Or maybe somebody's looking into something. Yeah, Hierophant is confirmation. Ooh, somebody might be doing something in the background. So somebody, I know I say that a lot. Someone's wearing a mask. They've overcome a lot. They've been working on something. Someone's been working on something. Till the wee hours of the morning because there's a rooster on here. And a full moon. Maybe that's the sun coming up. Because the Hierophant is like, you know, spell work type stuff. You know what I mean? There's going to be a message. There's going to be a message about this. Someone doing something. Someone's investigating something somewhere. Give me some more information about this, please. Two of Cups reversed. Two of Cups reversed generally signifies disharmony, imbalance, or lack of connection in relationships, mixed communication, emotional distance, and unresolved conflicts. It may have to do with family. There's definitely a disconnect at work, or whatever you're working on may not be working properly. You might need to repair some things, but there is potential for healing. So, what is it in reverse, though? Blockage, excess, deficiency, shift in focus towards internal rather than external world. Imbalance, lack of communication, disharmony in relationships. Y'all be careful of DV this week. Y'all be careful of arguing and fighting midweek, especially like, I don't know why I'm being pulled to road rage by Friday. Just midweek as well, like accidents, people not paying attention, breakdowns in communication. This is retrograde, so that's mandatory. And a warning sign in any kind of a relationship, whether that's like between you and your kids, between you and your friends, your partner, your work, romantic or platonic, it could suggest a lack of trust, respect, and or shared goals. So again, this week you're going to be feeling some kind of like a disconnect happen, and then there's like a snap of an event, and then after the event it's like a pause and like reflection, introspection, and then release. So some of you may be getting arrested this week and be put in holding over the weekend. Is this a holiday weekend? Is this weekend a holiday? No. You're lucky. Okay. But yeah, someone may be getting arrested and put in holding over the weekend and be investigated or interrogated. Possibly. Fair warning. Just be aware of a lot of chaos happening midweek. Page of Pentacles reversed. Page of Pentacles reversed. Lack of focus, procrastination, loss of motivation, practical matters without follow through. This guy's getting tortured on a rack. I feel like there's someone of importance that's going to, something of importance that's going to show up midweek. But by this Friday, you're really going to need to practice patience. Either with someone or something that you're working on. Or both. I feel like you have guidance through this, though. Because I don't know why, but when I first looked at this Two of Cups, I saw a face over here. So it like flashed in my mind that there's like a higher power that is looking over all of this whether it's an ancestor or if you believe in a god or if you believe in like, you know, spirit realm or like just energy. Maybe it's a thought. Someone's thinking highly of you or thinking of you. Because see, there's this woman riding a unicorn, but it's in reverse. So maybe memories of you, memories of someone. Just whatever comes to your mind when you first look at this. And mind you, I'm not taking the information from the web. I'm taking from my own personal perspective, which may or may not be correct. So remember, we have that rule of 4. I see a lot of snakes in this, though. The last character had a snake around his neck. This guy has snakes wrapped around his legs and all around him. So, and they're specifically green snakes. So don't immediately go to evil, all right? A green snake is a sign of being able to overcome anything, okay? Overcoming anything. Doesn't matter what it is. It's much like a phoenix, all right? So this symbolism of the green snake is much like a phoenix. So when you see a bunch of green snakes on a character that seems seemingly, mind you, seemingly, first glance, seemingly negative, right? Because you're in the reverse, as well as the guy's got a mask on. So he's not fully showing himself. But because of the fact that it's reversed, it's the opposite of that. So it's actually a reveal of someone who is surrounded by snakes. But those snakes are good snakes. They're trying to overcome the evil that is in the way. There's a lot of people working in the background. And like I said, you have a spirit team that is helping you work through this. And like I said, you know, when I burned this, I accidentally burnt this when I made it. The one side of it is black and a little bit of green. And the other side of it is mostly green with a little bit of black.
Oh, I thought you was talking about this.
That too.
No,
If that's green.
No, it looks like a funnel cake.
Yeah.
A funnel cake.
So.
You're not laughing.
Haha. Somebody who somebody trying to work against you. Might be a friend. Coworkers.
I ain't no lawyer, but you're losing this case.
That ain't nothing new.
I'm just picking. I was listening to some YouTube material.
Oh, yeah?
For comedy.
Awesome.
He had the same last name as you did, so I'm seeing if he's any good.
Oh, Matt Rife.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty popular. No relation.
I didn't think so.
He's funny, I'm not. So... People may be using religion against you at this time. Don't be surprised of witch hunts, in a sense. Someone utilizing you as an example. Raking you over the coals. No longer raking you over the coals. You've been raked over the coals for this. This may have already happened, actually. Or maybe it's bringing up something from the past that you've already endured. You've already gone through this. Maybe it was a contract that you had to go through. Be careful of contracts this week, I'm telling you. Especially if you're going through a divorce or anything having to do with court. Coworkers. I keep seeing this medallion on this guy's shirt as well as on this guy's shirt. So I'm seeing officer. Or someone who thinks highly of themselves, thinking that they have the power to be able to do this. But they're working with someone and they're trying to stay hidden. There's people hidden and all over this until the reveal, right? The reveal that ends up happening. Someone's using their money to overpower something. They might even be going to people for advice or getting information on you from multiple sources. If this is an investigator, they're staying up really late. Like really late. They feel dead. They do. They feel dead. And it's like they're walking on like one leg because the other leg is like because they've been sitting too long. You know what I mean? When you get up from the toilet from scrolling on TikTok too long. I think like you're just chilling. Like I don't even think you realize that this is happening.
What if you get the hermit?
Yeah, I did it earlier.
You did?
Yeah, from earlier poll. We got the hermit as part of the poll.
Who's this reading for? Just everybody?
This is just a continuation of what was looked at earlier as far as who's going to show up.
Yeah. Where's your crystal ball at?
It's in the other room. Remember? It's with the cat.
Yeah, that's a real crystal, I know.
So it's a crystal ball.
But it needs to be bigger. So
Can you bring it here?
Huh? I bring it
I want
here.
to show him.
No.
No, we know.
Somebody gave me it a long time ago.
Oh.
And they was just a friend. But it astounded me because we went to a rock mineral store. I mean...
You can actually be just friends with the opposite sex. It's just hard.
Yeah, that was back in the year 2000.
Yeah.
But she just bought it for me like $35. What do you call it when they come in? They had like a convention for people that had minerals and rocks and quartz and precious stones. It was in Morganton.
I've been there.
That's all I know is as we went there, she said, "You want to go?" And I said, "All right." And
I may have been there when you were there. You never know.
Yeah, it was in the year 2000. 2000 or 2001.
If it was 2001, then I was here.
I was only 36.
Well, it probably would have been later in the year.
But they probably hold a convention there annually or something.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt that. It's probably like a gem convention of some
That
kind.
That was clear crystal. You can buy amethyst or other semi-precious stones for being shaped like a... Anyways.
Yeah.
Yes. What is that? Oh, that's your sandwich, right?
Yeah, my peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
I get
Peanut butter marmalade.
I get to look at the computer and I had to remind myself my setting and where I'm at and everything. I forget.
Yeah. You're not the only one that goes through that, by the way.
Hey, we don't forget we gotta go to the gym.
I know.
I almost forgot. That's why I said it for her. I almost forgot. What time is it?
It's only 2:30. So,
they point out hecklers in the audience, and he said to the girl that was starting on him first, he said, "Who'd you come with today?" "Nobody, I come by myself." "You can't come with anybody." Talking about coming, and said, "Well, you're saying all that while you're playing with food on your plate there." I don't know, he's just saying stupid shit, but at different places, at different women.
Yeah.
That start off,
By the way, this is all about money. That's all it's about, is Ace of Pentacles. Literally, and it's in the upright position too. King of Cups. King of Cups upright. Upright. King of Cups upright. Thank you. Represents emotional maturity, compassion, and balanced leadership. Seems someone emotionally intelligent, wise, and able to navigate complex situations with empathy and understanding. This card encourages the use of intuition and reason in decision making, fostering harmonious relationships and offering guidance to others. I feel like someone who... All right, hear me out. Something's going to happen during the course of the middle of this week. When that happens, it could be an official person, it could be a boss, anybody of influence, right, is going to approach you with either information, or you will be in the midst of some kind of like an investigation, or people looking into more information on something. Okay. This information is you will become aware of it very quickly. You may not be aware of it right now, but it has to do with money, and a lot of it. Okay. So someone who is watching over all of this, someone is working on something, whether this is the investigator who's walking around or the manager, whoever is watching all of this happen. Because there is someone who is watching all of this, or looking over all of this information. So if you do end up getting arrested or interrogated or whatever, just understand that it's because of something that's happening. And it has a lot to do with a lot of money. Like a lot of money. Because there's the Ace of Pentacles is the highest that you can get for finances, for coins, for wealth of sorts, right? So it could be a wealth of knowledge, but it's more monetary because it's coins, right? It's pentacles. And it's the ultimate. So you can't go above that, right? This is the max amount. So you may... And since it's in an upright position, I don't think that you owe this. I feel like this is owed to you. Maybe from like a while ago. Or maybe it's from something that happened in your family, or something that happened in your past. And this may have seemed like a dream, like fantastical in a sense, when this information comes to you. Or maybe it is a dream of yours. Maybe it's an old dream of yours that you don't even think about anymore, that you gave up on because you didn't think that you were going to go in that direction. So you changed your path. Or you're going to change your path. Maybe that's what the midweek interjection is. Because by the end of the weekend, you're already on a new path. Or you're being released. So if you do end up getting arrested like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you'll probably be released Monday. No, I'm serious. Like, because that's the hold time for this. It's like Wednesday the event happens, Thursday's the pause, Friday's the introspection, Saturday is like the realization of actions, and then Sunday is the release and the new beginnings. So it's like working that whole process through those couple of days. But when I asked specifically of who is showing up, I did get the answer of yes, it is an officer. But what it's about is different. I'm getting different stories from each one of these cards. So because of the fact that it's like a general concept, there may be different scenarios for each one of you. Okay. And your perspective may be different. It may not be you. It may be someone that you know. It could be
a coworker gets into an accident and then they end up getting, a lot of money from it or something. Maybe it's a manager coming to you asking you, do you want to, or we have to, not asking you, but confronting you with, we have to change your departments. And not really giving you a whole lot of time. Like maybe you start Monday, right? Or maybe you get that call back from that job midweek, and like all of a sudden now they're requiring you to start like as soon as possible. So I mean, it has to do with money. So it could be, and there is documents. Remember we were talking about contracts earlier. I don't know where it went, but it was probably on one of the viewer cards. But there was some kind of like a work, like you have to go through something first before you can get to this. And it's some kind of rigorous, like almost like an interrogation of sense. But you may not even know that you're being interrogated yet, like you're investigated. Like maybe your manager's been watching you this whole time and you didn't know it. But they've been watching how you work and they're like, oh, this person doesn't even belong in this department. They totally belong in this other department. And even though it's a change and you don't know much about it, maybe you don't even realize that it's got a commission attached to it. Like you have your base pay plus commission now. You know what I'm saying? Like give it time though, because that first initial offer is not going to be the Ace of Pentacles. It's going to be, oh my God, chaos ensues, right? Like, well, that was upside down anyways. So it could be like, it could come to you and seem like chaos at first, but ultimately it's for your betterment. Like whether this situation, you end up saying yes or no to the situation, it doesn't matter. Your decision is going to be your decision. And whatever that is, it doesn't matter because either way you're going to win. Either way, your end destination is the Ace of Pentacles. That was the last card I pulled. So the King of Cups is an emotional offer. So, but like I said, be aware of copycats and cheaters, guys, who are trying to come in and take this wealth from you. It could just be like an offer for you to go viral, to become whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Like maybe you even get like a letter in the mail saying like, oh, you've been approved for a loan or something like that. It could be anything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't necessarily have to be business. It could be something, with your family. It could be something where, and remember, wealth is different for everyone. So Ace of Pentacles could be a wealth of knowledge. You could be confronted with a situation this week and have to sit there and grieve for a while from the information for you to process it properly. So this way you can start a new beginning next week. Maybe the information that's coming to you is not just information. Maybe it is information attached to money or attached to some kind of wealth. Oops. So. Yeah, and a lot of people are not going to be happy about your wealth, by the way. A lot of people are going to feel like they deserved it more than you. Be careful what you wish for, because your wealth and abundance can come in many forms, okay? But continue working on whatever it is that you're doing. Don't be surprised if, like I said, even if like your best friend confronts you and says, what the hell, maybe you're finding out that you're moving. I don't see the Chariot anywhere, but I do see wheels, and that usually means forward movement, but it is in the reverse, so you may feel stuck right now. But I do feel like you're working on something, or someone is working on something in the background. Whether it's a manager, an authority figure, a higher up, somebody is paying very close attention and waiting for your ships to come in. They're waiting to see when that's going to happen. They know it's going to happen. They're not going to celebrate, though. I feel like there's some kind of person interjecting in the background, though. Feeling like you're being observed. And it keeps recycling the same conversation back over again. So, feeling trapped, feeling observed, feeling like you just can't move forward for some reason. Heavy weight on your shoulders, and all you're trying to do is just your regular everyday thing. A message is coming, though, and it may be digging up stuff from the past, like I said. Especially people, places, and things. I feel like you're used to that heat, though. I feel like you're used to having those eyes on you. So it's not terrible. May feel like you're caged. So again, it goes back to like possible arrest, possible feeling cornered, feeling like you're running in a maze. It is slightly empowering, though. Like I said, be careful of offers, especially if they look too good to be true or seem too good to be true. Oh, Lord. Yeah, definitely. Especially in new partners. There's something, like I said, there's something coming back around again. The world, wheel turning, feeling stuck. Unable to speak your truth, maybe. Check your chakras. Like almost like you're feeling one way and you're not able to communicate how you really feel with this situation, and trapped. Something having to do with a lot with religion. I'm seeing a lot of crosses. There might be a topic of a religious base somewhere in this, or maybe your religion is being tested, or your beliefs are being tested. Who you are is being questioned. You don't feel like you have a strong footing. You feel like everything is crashing, like everything is changing, and it's scary. Conquered. You feel conquered. You don't feel like the conqueror. You're exhausted, actually. And it feels like everything's being torn apart. You feel stuck, again, with the hangman. You don't feel like a star. You don't feel like an empress. You're not using your intuition properly. Like this, whoever this is in the background is really messing with you, and you don't even realize it. There's a lot of like reverse snakes in here, which again, snakes is not necessarily bad, but by reference. And it feels like you're really trying to find your path in all of this. I see you going towards or dreaming towards, like visioning towards some kind of greatness, right? Whether it's just a dream or if it's something that you're actually working on. I feel like this is something that's like otherworldly almost. It's like so amazing of a feat to have to, like, if you were able to complete this, it would be like one of those like wonders of the world type thing. I don't think that this is just something that's going to affect locally. I feel like this is going to be something international. You may be moving internationally. or distant land, crossing water, going on a path. There's definitely newness ahead of you. Like I said, it feels like right now you're stuck and you're like in a dream state, in a sense, almost like a nightmare, because it feels like the monsters are too big to fight off. But it's almost like you summoned them, but they're too big to fight off. So you're trying to encapsulate it, but it's already grown root. Trying to fight off any kind of negativity, or maybe someone's trying to hold you back. That's another option too. Someone's trying to hold you back from your greatness, and they're trying to make you feel like you have nowhere to go. But you do. You have root elsewhere. You just don't see it yet. And yeah, you may have to cross water. You might feel alone in the ocean and the water is just rising. Like you're on an island all alone and like there's no help coming. Like as if no matter what sound you make, no one can hear you. Almost like you're engulfed in your own abyss, in a sense, with your ghosts of the past. Like you can't imagine a wonderful future for yourself like you used to, like when you were a kid. Like all of those fanciful, beautiful, wonderful things are like encapsulated in your memory, but they're not in the forefront. There's change. It feels like there is no change, but there is. Or if there has been change, it feels so dramatic that it's like almost like a whole nother world, or like an underworld. People around you may see you better than you see yourself. You may be diligently working hard on something, or just going about your day, but people are admiring you. Like people are watching everything about you in admiration, and they're looking up to you. And even if, like, for those who are looking down on you, like your haters and stuff, like they're smiling because in a small sense they're kind of proud of you. They wish they could be you. Like they may want to end you, but they wish they could be you. They wish to take your place. Someone may want to try to take your place. They may actually sabotage something of yours this week. And you may not, like I said, you may not even, the Headless Horseman here, and the one previous to this was the fairy, so the Four of Wands. So you may be, like I said, like blindly going about your day, not even like paying attention to what's going on or what this person is doing, but they're trying to take from you. Everything that you have worked so hard on, and you have shepherded all of these things together, someone's royally pissed and trying to make your life a living hell, trying to keep you combative, like a serpent in the ocean, like just trying to knock over your boat. But they can't see exactly your exact path, because they're a copycat. They're trying to trade destinies, in a sense of trying to take away what you've been working on, trying to take away everything that you've built yourself, whether it's your own personality, your thoughts. I feel like you're like I said, by Sunday you'll be starting to feel a little bit lighter. Like after this situation comes about, I feel like this is going to enlighten you to a lot of information that you weren't aware of before. And I feel like it's going to, like, almost be like a weight off your shoulders, because even though like whatever it was super, super heavy, like super heavy. And like they really tried to do one over on you, like almost change who you are completely. But it's like the universe is almost forcing you to look at yourself and be like, look, bitch, you're better than this. You can overcome anything. You can literally overcome anything. You've gotten this far, right? You've already been through these issues of the past. You already know the horrible, treacherous waters that are beneath you, you know, or behind you. You've overcame so much already. Like your season of lack is actually behind you. You have nothing but green snakes in these cards, which is so funny. And I think that you know this. I just think that you are looking at too many things at one time. And you're not exactly sure which way you want to go or what path you're going to take or who's responsible. But I feel like once you do your introspection and you become centered with yourself, then you'll start to see exactly how much power that you actually possess. Like, it's like a bird in a cage with the door open. Like, the bird could fly out at any point in time, right? Like, it's not caged. It's just, it thinks it is. But there's a door right in front of it. It could fly out whenever it wants. Same thing with you. I feel like I don't think you realize how much power you hold. And I think that by this weekend, you'll start to realize, oh shit, she was right. Yeah, I feel like you're the warrior in this situation. Like you are about to adapt and overcome a lot of stuff. Like you may feel like you have no energy left to deal with anybody's BS. You know what I mean? You're literally just like, I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going into full on Moss mode, chilling away from everyone. Like you might even seclude yourself and do some self-care time, which I highly suggest this weekend. You don't feel like there's justice in this situation either. Like I feel like you've like come to the forefront of all of it, right? And you've competed or like you've been battling against like the grain, you know what I mean? And you feel like you should be so much further ahead than you are, but you're still behind, like trailing behind so much, right? Like that's how you feel, right? Like that's not how you're coming about, but that's how you feel. Like you're being shown to the world as like this, almost like an empress, but like a warrior, a Valkyrie. But inside, you just, like, you feel empty. Like, you're just not real sure which way to go. And you have your mind and your ideas set on a path. But because there's so many, like, eyes on you, it's almost like you don't know which way to look. It's like distraction efforts. Yeah. You feel like you don't have any magic left in you. Like maybe it's from your finances because you feel like you don't have any finances, so you feel like you have no power. But you are the power. You are more than money. You are more powerful than money. You have a superconductor in your own brain that can move money like water. Like it's nothing. I just think that it's your perspective that needs changing. And I feel like there's a lot of people that are trying to rake you over the coals, so to speak, or put you through the fire and like just put you through it. You know what I mean? And they don't want to show their faces. It's almost like an agreement that they made behind the scenes to do this to you. You feel like you can't rise up from whatever has happened, and that you're just pulling the pieces together of anything that you can find of what's left of your life. And that's how it's going to feel kind of midweek. It's just going to be like the tower's going to fall and like, oh my gosh, everything is changing. And then the death card comes up and you're just like, the end of all things. And then, you know, it's a rebirth. So you automatically go into like fear mongering in the sense, but ultimately it's for your betterment. And it's almost like you have to like chameleonize yourself to be able to work your way through these treacherous waters right now. And you are not, you're being judged, but like you are under judgment, but it's like the people who are judging you are actually seeing like how strong you actually are, like how amazing you are, with the griffin here. And I think that ultimately you just have to find balance in it, because you're going to go through treacherous waters multiple times in your life. And like I said, you've already gone through a lot of treacherous waters. Like you've already been through it, right? You've been through the waters. You're already at the point now of, I'm getting ready to get my pentacles, bitches. Like I walked over the waters to get here. This is where I'm going. This is my pinpoint focus. Where is she at? She's sitting there. Here. This is my all eyes on me, pinpoint focus forward to the pentacles. So don't think that anything that is negative that happens to you, it's ultimately for you. And I know it's a pain in the ass to get through it. That's for damn sure, but this is worth it. This is worth it. And this could be wealth and monetarily. This could be wealth and knowledge, experience. You may get to experience a trip that you didn't know was coming up, or maybe you get invited to a trip. You get to go travel or something like that, or maybe you have to travel for work opportunity. I mean, I feel like you guys are definitely going to be crossing waters of some sort, whether it's your own personal waters, meaning like your own consciousness, or actual physical waters like rivers, lakes, ocean, or even just maybe it's just a way of them to be able to communicate with you that you need to hydrate more. Who knows? So anyway, hope that helps somebody. Give you a little bit of a heads up for possibilities of what could be coming this week. We're going to get through it. We're going to be all right. It might be the worst 4 days of your life, but everything's going to be all right. And the thing is that in time is a construct. It does not actually exist. So, if you were stuck in a room all of a sudden with no electronics, maybe a window but no windows, and just a bed, no shoes, no books, no nothing, complete isolation from the world that you're currently used to, I promise you within the first few hours you're going to feel like you're losing your freaking mind. And in that, you end up gaining a lot of insight. You learn a lot about yourself. I know that we have all kind of, since 2020, kind of done a little period of time of isolation. But we had internet. I'm talking about no internet. If there's any light, very minimal light. Alone. No one to talk to. Minimal sound. No internet, like I said, no phone, no nothing for 4 days. For some of us, that sounds like a vacation. I'll sleep the next 4 days. What are you talking about? I'm just kidding. But yeah, you know, like if you get to that point and you can do that, at the end of those 4 days, I promise you'll be a completely different person. And I do mean like go through the emotions, cry it out, get angry, scream, get happy, sing, dance, feel nothing at all for a little while. All of it. Feel all the emotions. Walk through all of them. Feel them all. Right? Don't hurt yourself and don't hurt others. But take those 4 days to really start to understand yourself. And it does take that decompression period away from electronics, away from, you know, everything. And then once you start to come back into the world that you were in 4 days ago, it'll seem almost like it's too loud. It's too fast. It's too much. And you'll start to see the world for the way that it really is rather than what you're being told. Don't be surprised if there's some kind of like uprising or uproar in politics. I'm trying to think. Because remember, everything that's happening to you is happening to your outside world. It just happens in cycles. That's it. So yeah. Anyway. So now that you guys have a little bit of a understanding of what's going to happen this week, you know, just remain calm, and I'll continue to try to edit this video here so I can post it for y'all. But keep your eyes peeled on my social media as well as my seller sites. I'll be posting a lot this week. And going into August, we are going to be literally walking through the calendar together while behind the scenes, live action, posting, editing, and doing the seller sites and stuff like that. So August is going to be really interesting. Like I said, we're working our way up to making this an actual business. So behind the scenes stuff right now, once it actually gets closer towards the end of the year, we're going to be really pushing a lot further. The evolution of this stream will be changing next month. Like I said, the past couple of months, I've been talking you guys through the calendar and not showing anything. So starting August, we are doing the behind the scenes. So from now to the end of August, I have to find out how to split screen for all of my social media. So this way you guys can watch along while I am walking through these things. And then, you know, I will be live with the PDF by then, so you guys can purchase the PDF if you want. If not, you can walk through it while I'm live. Either way. And if you do purchase it, I want to make it so this way it's interchangeable for you guys. And you guys can add, remove, whatever, however you need to. So once you have it, then it's all yours. I also want to have a paper copy so this way I can send that to y'all as well. For those of you who are in the paper version rather than the digital version. So I want to have both sides to kind of cover what it is that I'm wanting to do. And then, like I said, you guys will be able to start seeing this. For those of you who are not into the behind the scenes thing and you only come and watch me like every once in a while for my live because you happen to see that I'm live, you'll start to see the push in the actual, from the other end of it, from the viewer side on the social media. Okay. So you'll start to see more of me on all social media platforms. You'll also see more of the lives on all social media platforms. You'll start to see more merchandise as I start to push forward towards the end of the year because of the fact, like I said, I've been trying to get this information out there, and I want to take that AI push that's happening right now. I want to grab a hold of the tail of that. So we already started to see the algorithm change, and now it's the push for you to get your information out there. Now with the supercomputers overseas, all of the electronics and stuff by the end of the year are all going to be different. Especially things in your home are all going to be AI based. So you're going to want to have any kind of QR code available to you on products, as well as above and on the sides of anything you are height and below. So that way you can go ahead, they can go ahead and scan it. But once you actually get it scanned in and you guys start having hits on that, it's not just going to pull from one spot. It's going to pull from any AI that has pulled that information. I already have started by putting my QR code on all of my mailing products. So when I mail stuff out, it's all through the postal code. It's all through every single site that actually goes through and does that. So like, for example, Amazon just went ahead with humanoid robots for delivery services. They're going to have cameras. So, you know, like if you have to, put a QR code on your mailbox. I know it sounds stupid, but it's really not. Put it on your vehicle. You want the most exposure as possible. So if you have to, if you have some kind of thing that you can maybe put on the top of your house, who knows, whatever. I'm not joking. Try it. You know, we're going to be thinking outside the box from the next couple of months because that's the way that the world is going. It's going outside the box. We're going to be seeing a lot more of new things in the future in the next couple of months that we've never seen before in our lives. So, yay. So continue to use your imagination, continue to go after your dreams and your goals. Continue to work on yourself so that way your outside world can be a direct reflection of that. And wish me luck because I need help in all of it too. So until I see you guys again, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for the likes and the follows. And, you know, I really enjoy you guys joining me on this journey. I know I say that a lot, but it's been a long road. And for those of you who are on TikTok, most of you guys have no idea who I even am. But I've been live for years through Twitch. So go back and check that out. Anyway, hope you'll have a wonderful Sunday. Stay safe. And go into this week knowing that by the weekend, no matter what kind of bullshit you have coming your way, you got this shit. I love y'all. Y'all have a good day and behave.